Alright, let's cut the malarkey. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully this stream goes better. If you saw another part 5 earlier, no you didn't. Welcome back to 100 Line Last Defense Academy. It's 9 o'clock. Probably going to be a shorter play. Oh fuck, that's not where I was.
Huh.
Well, that is where I was, but yeah, you know, don't worry about it. All right, just don't worry about it, guys. Okay, so where did we leave off? We left off by we got everyone together now. The second to last Defense Academy, the last Defense Academy. Our food got burnt. We got new food from the other school, but the other school got destroyed. Just watch part 4. Karua's here, but she's like a different girl. You think I fucking know what's going on? Anyways. This is Takumi. Not Takumi, like I've been saying. Quite the view you got here. Those the undying flames we've heard so much about? Yeah. Still have trouble believing any of this is real sometimes. By the way, I did a quick sweep at the rooftop, and it looks like there are enough rooms for all of us. If there was any doubt our team was supposed to join you here, that's pretty decent proof of it, right? I guess so. Let's go to bed. It's been a long day. Phew. Alone in my old familiar room, I slumped down onto the bed. Alright, let's do a mic check. Yeah, we're good. After the storm, the other academy, and the many battles of the last few days, it actually felt kind of nice to be back here. This wasn't where I really wanted to be. I wanted my real room, the one back home in the TRC. I'll survive and go home. I will. I have to. But would the real Karua be there waiting for me? Or was she already here? It's way too late in the day for me to start thinking about this stuff. It can wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow would be a new day. I allowed myself to relax and eventually fell asleep. Day 30.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! As commanding officer responsible for the school and its students, I have an announcement to make. Get ready for your 30th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Down and dirty, it's day 30!
True.
And you know what that means? I've unlocked some new classrooms to celebrate! What did you get access to this time, you ask?
What was it, like a metal room, and what was the other one?
On the first floor,
Metal shop.
it's the
Biolab.
metal shop. And on the second floor, the biolab.
Yeah. I played like 10 minutes before I decided to end stream earlier, so
As usual, you can ask me
Just
more
going through
about
this
how
again.
they work in person. See you there.
sorry you're not getting my blind reaction to the metal shop in the biolab. New school facilities, huh? Well, that can wait. First I have to meet up with everyone in the cafeteria. Let's go. And let's talk to Nozomi. Oh, good morning, Takumi. Fuck. Good morning, Takumi. Morning. Still can't make myself believe Nozomi and Karua are different people. They're just too alike. I have to go. I'll see you later. If she were Karua, I can't imagine why she'd act so cold toward me. Maybe the fact that I get so awkward around Nozomi is why she's putting distance between us. Can't help it, though. Being around her is so confusing. Okay. Oh yeah, and Kyoshika's out here somewhere. Where you at, girly pop? Kyoshika might be my new favorite. The carriage that conveyed us here is now stationed in the parking lot on the first floor. It's a wonder the horses pulling it were able to go so fast, and all without ever being seen. We should bring them some hay and water later. Does she seriously not know how a bus works? I love her. That's my wife. My stupid wife. Alright, everyone else is in here. Jeez, there's so many people now. Let's go. Alright, it looks like everyone's here. Still feels weird having so many people around all of a sudden. Then let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd a little. Whoa, whoa, don't be so casual about it. Taking life is a serious matter. If you're going to kill someone, you gotta take your time with it. Really make it mean something for the both of you, you know? Was that supposed to be inspiring? There being more of us could be a good thing, though. The more allies we have, the better we can defend the school. Allies, huh? Anyway, I took a quick look around the school already. It's basically identical to ours, just like Nigo said. Apart from that huge wall of fire outside, of course. What if the wall of fire, wait for it, is a firewall? And we're in a simulation. Like computer. Beep boop. Bop boop. And those are firewalls? It's a program. I'll run with that. So those are the famous undying flames. The sight of them fair sets my teeth on edge. You told us a little about them on the bus on the way here, but maybe we could get a proper explanation now? What exactly are those flames, Takumi? There's so many people. Oh, I'm sorry. I must be such an eyesore. I'll go stand in the corner and try to attract as little attention as possible. I'll do my due diligence here. Just like that, we've got 4 more people we have to live with. And they're all total weirdos, too. I agree. I'm glad you're back, Takumi. But we still haven't solved the mystery of what happened to Hiruko. Yeah, whatever. We certainly have gathered a motley crew of allies, haven't we? It's like one of those yokai picture scrolls in here. My dear brother always tells me not to talk to strangers, and these people are pretty strange, but still. Yeah! This is way too many characters to keep track of! Let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd a little! I agree. I don't agree, actually. I don't want these people to die. Those guys from the other academy are kind of weird. Making friends with them might be asking a little too much. All this time there was a whole nother school just like ours. You really never know what's gonna happen around here. I have nothing to say to you, peasant. Tell Nozomi what she wants to know. Okay. You should go ahead and answer Nozomi's question. We're all dying to learn more about those flames. Those undying flames send a chill down my spine. Could they be some art brought about by demonic blood magic? All we can tell you about the flames is what Sirei told us when we first got here.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold. Hold. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay.
Never?
That's what I said. They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flames.
Fire that never goes out? It sounds like something out of a fairy tale. I'd never have believed it if I hadn't seen them with my own eyes. Heck, I'm still having trouble getting my brain to accept it. Perhaps just an advanced form of ninjutsu? Which chakra elements does one combine for such a transformation? Controller, please. The flames are there to help keep the invaders away from Last Defense Academy, right? If that's true, they must be part of the defense system. They're probably being generated somewhere in school grounds. Yeah, maybe. To tell you the truth, we don't really understand how it works either. You got 'em burning outside your defense room, too. That's gotta be to protect whatever's in there, right? We think so. I tried dousing those ones with a fire extinguisher before, but they sprang up again pretty much right away. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get inside. This really brings home how many questions are still unanswered. C-Ray said he'd explain everything, but then he disappeared. And you couldn't convince him to tell you sooner? You truly are useless. Sorry. Yeah, probably because you killed him. Ato. Hey, that wasn't our fault. Your defenses are a lot beefier than ours. I guess that settles it. This school is the real deal, alright? Yes, it's just like Nico said.
Second to last defense academy is, well, it's a decoy. Intended to distract the enemy and make them waste their time and resources. There's nothing important here. Humanity's future depends not on the contents of our defense room, but on what's inside the one at the true Last Defense Academy.
Verily, 'twas a shock to learn we'd been risking our lives to protect a mere decoy. A shock? It was downright infuriating! The B-team is no place for someone of my social standing. It's not as if the work we did there wasn't important. The invaders took the bait and sent troops to the decoy after all. Also, this is like... I'm picking up on things. She's doing the Chiaki thing here, right? Chiaki, right? AI girl? Her can't use hemoanima? I'm cooking up something in my head. I can't put all the dots together, but clearly there's something different about Nozomi. Like, there's a reason she can't use hemoanima. And it might be because she's not entirely real. That's my guess. All those attacks we fought off stopped them from focusing their entire fighting force on this school. I still say Nigo could have told us that from the beginning. A lot of the information relating to this war is classified. Maybe he didn't have permission. Even Nigo couldn't defy orders from above. He told us that much himself. Orders from above. C-Ray mentioned higher-ups too. Who's really controlling this war? But now the Decoy Academy's gone. That means the attacks on this one are gonna get a whole lot worse, right? Pretty much. They don't gotta decide who to send where anymore. We're all there is. And there's still like 70 days to go? Oh man, what rotten luck! I don't know if I can hold out that long. What's the worst that could happen? Dying? If it's gonna happen anyway, maybe we should get started now. You know, get busy living or get busy dying. You're all so adorable the way you freak out over every little thing. The enemy attacks make it worse, but there's more of us too. If we can learn to fight as a team, then... Why fight at all? Why don't we just run? Huh? If we use that school bus you came in on, we can cover a lot more ground than on foot. We might be able to drive all the way back to the complex. You're babbling, sir. A warrior does not desert their post while the enemy still draws breath, and nor does a woman. Even supposing the bus could cover that kind of distance, none of us know how to get to the Tokyo residential complex from here. And besides, the future of humanity is at stake here. If we don't defeat the invaders, the whole world is done for. Don't tell me you actually believe all that future of humanity stuff. There's a good chance it's just a story made up to motivate us, you know? Naturally, we consider that possibility. It was one of the first things we discussed. In the end, we decided if there were even a chance of it being true, we had no choice but to steel our resolve and do our part for these 100 days. Nozomi was very persuasive. The way she got us fired up, we couldn't help but get on board with it. I didn't really do anything special. But how can you be so sure? Do you have any grounds or evidence to prove it's true? You got any grounds or evidence for thinking it's not? I guess not. If Leroy had been able to tell you more about what's going on, you'd be sure of it too. I think that's the main difference between our two groups, and why our attitudes are so different. Once Nigo told us about world death, we knew we couldn't just stand by and let it happen. World death. Yep. The key to overcoming world death. Wait. World death? What's that? A new prominent term to deal with. This is going to overload my excess-sized brain.
Oh.
It's all starting to make sense now. You never even got that far, huh? It's no wonder you're still going back and forth on whether it's all true then. You'd best prepare yourselves for a shock.
Ah.
What do you mean? According to the information Nigo shared with us, world death was the catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing that started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. Who? World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. Decimated the population? It's that bad? Enough with the dramatic build-up. Just tell us what this world death thing is. Quiet, pea-brain. The adults are talking. If we tell you, we don't want any of that, hey, is that really true? What if it's all made up stuff? Do you think you can hold on to that single thought without blowing a fuse? Come on, make with the explanations already. That's no way to talk to someone who's about to impart important wisdom. Didn't anyone ever teach you any manners, you inbred little street urchin? What? What? And your manners are any better, you foul-mouthed rich girl? Shut up! Shut up! Honestly, having to listen to your complaints is making my skin crawl. Spend too much time talking, and you won't be ready when the enemy attacks. And if you don't fight the enemy when they attack, you die. Is that so hard to understand? So why do you insist on picking apart everything we say? I've stepped in things that would have made better soldiers than you. She's right. Even ABC gum still has some flavor. It's more resilient than me, too. Can you really blame us for asking questions after getting dragged into this crazy war out of nowhere? That's where you're wrong. We weren't dragged into this. We were chosen as mankind's last hope. Yeah. There's a Chiaki thing going on. I'll put my money on it. Mankind's last hope? Yes, we were chosen to represent humanity in this war. To shoulder the hopes and futures of everyone back home. We're the only ones that can stop our entire species from being wiped out. We don't have a choice in this. We have to fight. And you believe that too? Are you sure you haven't just been brainwashed to think it's true? Again, you make a joke of our resolve? You won't be laughing when my blade has had its way with you. What about world death? You gonna just keep throwing that name around like it means something? Or are you actually gonna start explaining things? You know what? I'm not telling you a thing. Go shove it up the tailpipe of a car you can't afford to insure because you're poor. Huh? I can't work with a bunch of impatient, ineffectual, dull-witted morons like you. There's no point in us telling you anymore. Kurara, don't be like that. There's no need for us to get involved with these chumps, Nozomi. We can win this war on our own just fine. I can't believe we wasted our food on you peasants. We'd have been better off letting you shrivel up and using you as invader bait. Oh, you act like a big shot, but this is our school, you know. We were here first. Yeah, we opened up this place to you after yours went kaput. If it weren't for us, you have nowhere to go right now. We could say the same for you. You and the school would have been toast if we hadn't helped you out in that battle yesterday. Don't get smart with me, pretty boy. I'll murderize you. Pretty boy? Myrtleize? Ouch, don't mangle murder like that. That word deserves to be treated with respect.
It's no surprise these peasants can't speak properly. They don't show the slightest sign that they've taken anything on board. Poverty must have dulled their wits to the point they can't even hold a conversation.
Well, excuse the heck out of me. I'd rather be poor than an absolutely rotten human being.
Seriously, what's the big idea showing up out of nowhere and acting like you've got the right to boss us around?
You've made it obvious you lack the experience and expertise to defend the school on your own. It's only natural that we step in to superintend.
You know what would help relieve some of this tension? A killing game!
Oh, if you want to try to escape, be my guest. I'm gonna come after you, though. The thrill of the chase. I wonder how far you'd get if I amputated your legs first.
Watch it, man. I may not hit girls, but I won't hold back against another guy.
Killing game? Anyone? Just one murder. That's all I ask.
Just one murder.
Ah!
That's enough. You all need to calm down. Takumi's right. We won't get anywhere if we don't work together. Wake up and smell... It's a good line. Wake up and smell the roofies, Nozomi! That Dreadnought class deadbeat's as bad as the rest of them. The moment your back is turned, he'll spike your drink and take you back to his room to have his way with you. I'd never do anything like that. I really wouldn't. You know that, right? Please, everyone. We shouldn't be fighting among ourselves. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? That cover sucked. Friends with these guys? Don't make me laugh. Befriending these cosplay convention rejects certainly is asking a lot from normal people like us. How dare you, sir? I'll not let that insult slide. Choose your fate. Face the judgment of the holy Jumanji sword, or repent and die by your own hand. I demand satisfaction. Satisfaction my ass. Ima may be a jerk, but he's our jerk. I've had just about all I can stand of you loathsome visages. We're done here. Come on, Nozomi. But... yeah, get lost. See if we care. If I never see your dumb face again, it'll be too soon. Alright. Trying to press the issue now will only make things worse. It would be nice if we could talk more tomorrow, though. The team from the second campus left with their heads held high. They were barely at the door before the others started venting their feelings. What's with those guys? Are we really going to have to spend the rest of the 100 days with people like that? I agree. Their attitude is positively sickening. Like you're one to talk. You brought back some interesting friends with you, Takumi. So this is my fault? I know I've got no right to contribute to the discussion, but what do you think that world death they mentioned is? I'm really curious now. Don't sweat it. Don't even think about it. It's all mind games. They're just trying to get inside our heads. Damn it, I still feel like I want to hit something. Think I'll go back to my room and cool off. I guess I'll do that too. No killing it? Maybe next time. Takamaru, Gaku, and Tsubasa left the room. I didn't have the heart to stop them. The tension was already dangerously close to the breaking point. Well, that could have gone better. I never expected everyone to turn on each other like that. Same here. It's not going to be easy getting them to work together. Hirai or Hiroko are here. They know what to do. But it's no use wishing things were different. We need to think of a way to solve this problem in our own way. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need some time alone to think. Eito and I parted ways, and I headed back to my room. Okay. After that disaster of a meeting, it's hard to imagine ever reconciling the two groups. There's got to be some way. Maybe we just need more time. Come to think of it, some new rooms were unlocked today, weren't they? I think I'll go take a look at them. I could use something to take my mind off all this. It's the metal shop on the first floor and the biolab on the second, right? Alright. Okay, all the girly pops are in the metal shop. And surprise, Higamu's coexisting with them. I really want to know what the fucking deal is with Tomato Girl, because, like, I don't think I've ever seen a character in a Danganronpa game this completely, like, what's the word? I've never seen a character so mean with, like, no glimpses into anything redeeming about them yet. I'm not saying every character has to be nice, but, like, maybe they'll come down over time, those walls, but, like, right now, she is just a B-I-C-T-H. She has funny lines, but, like, she's pretty hateable. Metal shop. What can we do here? This isn't quite what I was expecting from a metal shop classroom. It's more like something you'd find on a military base. There are all kinds of deadly-looking weapons lined up, and the air's thick with the smell of metal shavings and gunpowder. Oh, and she's here, too. I only wish we had a magic circle to contain you, Sir Takumi. Sir Takumi. Then I could easily cut you down the moment you try anything indecent. Develop trap. I don't think she's pretending not to know me. Karua could never have put on an act this convincing. Is she really not Karua? Or maybe she's lost her memory. Look out, Nozomi! That perv is waiting for a chance to pounce on you and lap up your saliva! So he's like the yokai Yamachichi that steals its victim's life force by sucking in their breath? Except with saliva! The holy Jumanji sword and I will strike him down! I keep telling you, I'd never do anything like that. Darn it, she's more cautious of me than ever now. This rate, I'll never get to talk to her. What am I supposed to do here? Okay, let's talk to Kurara. The way the air smells in here really puts me at ease. Huh? Seriously, you like this? With all the metal and gunpowder and everything? I know, it's not exactly the aroma one would associate with a sophisticated lady like myself. But the Osazuki actually rose to prominence thanks to our involvement with weapons development. Weapons development? Like guns and stuff? In the beginning, our family name was just Suzuki. We were small-time arms engineers and gun runners. We grew the business little by little from there, expanding our reach until it encompassed all aspects of life in the Tokyo residential complex. That gave us the necessary prestige to evolve from Suzuki to Osazuki, and the rest is history. Is that how names get changed? Workshops like this are just as integral to my family's identity as the swanky mansions where we live today. This industrial atmosphere is baked right into my DNA. Being here is like returning to my natural habitat. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It seems only fitting that this should be the place where I write a new chapter in our family's illustrious history. I'll create weapons the likes of which the world has never seen, and eradicate those pesky invaders once and for all.
Before our might the others flee, great and powerful Suzuki!
Trap development has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. The invaders will ruin the day they crossed an Osazuki. Man, I'm glad she's on our side. She is on our side, right? Maybe you should tell that to those friends of yours, too. Getting on my bad side is not a good idea. If they all commit seppuku 3 times in quick succession, I might forgive them for their insolence. Again with the ritual suicide demands. I'm still not sure how doing it more than once is supposed to work. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, we got a little glimpse. That's what I was asking for. Give me a little more look into her character besides just being a complete and total bitch. Anything more you say Kyoshika? No. Okay. Bye. Love you. Biolab. It's a training room. That's still locked. That's still locked. We still got locked rooms still. I didn't notice just how many rooms there were. Library. The fuck? Where is it? Am I stupid? 2F Biolab? It's on one of the sides. Okay, so it's on the outside. There it is. Okay, jeez. I ran past it. I'm stupid. So this is the biolab. Looks less like a classroom and more like something out of a horror movie. Looks like a... Fuck, what's that movie? Reanimator. What are you laughing at? I can't help it. I mean, just look at this equipment. It's hot with a capital H. Now that this room's open, we can whip out a whole host of medical supplements whenever we need them. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what kind of supplements are we talking about? Mostly stuff that gives our hemoanima a temporary boost. We can use them to augment our regular physical abilities, too. Nigo did say there were facilities like this tucked away in dark corners of the school. It's pretty sweet I finally get to see one. I guess second to last Defense Academy had a lab like this too, but it never got unlocked for us. Does sound like it would be useful. But is it ethical? We're basically using performance-enhancing drugs, right? Aw, you're worried about the morality of a little thing like that? What are you... Where to New England pay... Okay, I was trying to make a Julian Edelman joke. You're such a Boy Scout, Takumi. With everything in this lab, we have the potential to go much, much further. A lot of this stuff was developed as the result of illegal experiments on human subjects. For most people, no amount of knowledge is worth that kind of atrocity. And now that research is all ours. The fiendish, the outlandish, the downright unpleasant. It's all right here at our fingertips. And what could we use it for? For a start, we could probably make some killer modifications to ourselves. Just like my family did to me. You mean like the way your arm stretches? You know, it's always been my dream to mod somebody else's body. I'd be gentle, and I'd make sure any changes I made were tasteful. Say, Takumi, you feel like discarding your humanity and becoming something more?
Hey!
Absolutely not. Not interested. Let me know if you change your mind. In the meantime, I'll just make do in my fantasies. Alright, I visited both the new rooms that were unlocked today, and I've also been entirely creeped out by this fucker. Guess I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. Phew. Between all the arguing and the exploration, today's really taken it out of me. Is there anything I can do to get everyone to see eye to eye, or are their attitudes towards fighting just too different? It's super Chiaki coded. Like, she's a little too kiss-ass to the cause, you know what I mean? As if she's coded for it. I never thought of this as a responsibility. Fighting was just a means to an end, a way for me to get home. Would I feel differently if I knew about World Death? Was I ever gonna find out what this war was all about? Someone's at the door? Could it be her? No shot. No, it's not. I felt a flutter of anticipation. My hands trembling, I pulled open the door to reveal... Let me guess. Eito. Yep. Good evening, Takumi. Do you have time to talk? Oh, it's you, Eito. I fucking hate you. Were you expecting somebody else? Sorry to disappoint you. No, it's not like that. What's up? Nothing in particular. I just thought it'd be nice to chat a little. I never got a chance to tell you how happy I was to see you again. I was out of my mind with worry the whole time you were gone. Oh, really? I thought maybe you disappeared like Hiruko. We went 5 whole days without any contact from you after all. Sorry, I wasn't exactly in a position to get in touch. What happened to you during that storm? How did you get separated from the group? Well, you hit me on the head. I'm not really sure. All I remember is that I passed out and woke up with an aching head. By then, I was already on my own, somewhere miles away from here. After that, Nigo found me and took me to the other school. Perhaps you got sent flying by the storm? It's possible, I guess. I can't think of anything else that would explain it. Well, you're okay now, that's the important thing. But while we're on the subject of the other school, what's going on between you and that Nozomi girl? Huh? When you're around her, you're different. Almost like she's special to you. But you seem troubled as well. What's wrong? I'd like to help if I can. Although, if it's something romantic, bear in mind I don't have any experience in that area. Oh, was that really it? No, not exactly. It's kind of weird, to be honest. You might not believe what I have to say, but will you still hear me out? Of course. Why are you telling him all this? Blah. I would have rather told fucking Ima. He would understand what it's like to have a woman you love. I told Eito about Karua, my childhood friend I'd spent practically every day with back home before the war. That was the easy part. And there was the matter of Nozomi and her uncanny likeness to Karua. They were so alike that I couldn't accept that they were different people no matter how much I tried. And as much as Nozomi looked and sounded like Karua, she had no idea who I was. I told Eito all about this mystery and the theories I'd come up with, and how the whole thing was messing me up. You weren't kidding when you said it was weird. I thought maybe she has amnesia, but she's never mentioned hitting her head or having gaps in her memory or anything like that. Not that I've been able to talk to her long enough to ask about it. Come on, Eito, say something. Oh, sorry. This whole thing reminds me of a sci-fi novel I read a little while back. What happened in it? The main character ends up in a place that's both familiar and different. A parallel universe. Write that down. Parallel universes aren't just other worlds, or even the past or the future. They're alternate realities taking place at the same time as our own. Alternate realities. It's a fairly common trope. Depending on the story, a parallel universe could be completely alien, or eerily similar to the reality we know. In the book I'm thinking of, the main character travels to another universe. He finds there's another version of himself there. Another him living his own, slightly different life. You think that's the connection between Nozomi and Karua? Like they're alternate versions of each other? I know it sounds ridiculous, but humor me for a moment. It would explain a lot. It would mean Karua and Nozomi are the same person, hence all the similarities. But at the same time, they're different. They've lived completely different lives. That would account for Nozomi not knowing you, don't you think? I don't know, Eito. Maybe that's how this stuff works in sci-fi, but I'm having a hard time believing it could happen in real life. I suppose you're right. It is a little unrealistic. But the situation we're in is already pretty far removed from what we used to consider reality. Perhaps my sense of what is or isn't realistic has gotten warped from all the strange things that have happened to us lately. I buy it. He's right. If he'd told me a few weeks ago I'd be stabbing myself in the heart to give myself special powers and fight monsters, I wouldn't have believed that either. Sorry for putting forward such a bizarre idea. I haven't been much help, have I? It's not true. It really helped to get all this off my chest. It's such a weird story, most people probably wouldn't believe me. I couldn't have told just anyone about this. I'm honored, and I'll gladly hear you out if you want to talk again, no matter how strange it is. You sure have been having some peculiar experiences. First a ghostly invader, and now this? Alright, I almost forgot about that thing. We still haven't figured out what it is. What is it? Who does it look like? Does it look like me, but with white hair? Does it look like an Ato? Like I'm... Who is that? No, it doesn't look like Ato at all. I haven't seen that invader since I got back, but the next time I do, I'm going to make sure he answers for what he's done. Don't take any unnecessary risk. You have no idea how dangerous he might be. I know. I'll be careful. Well then, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I should get going. Good night, Takumi. Sleep well. With that, Ato left, pausing at the door to give me one last gentle smile. Parallel universes, alternate realities. Could any of it be true? I think it is. That was my theory yesterday. It's her, like the same thing happened to her dad and all that. That's how you can bond with her. She hates sirens. She said earlier that she hates sirens. And we know that's something she has in common with Karuha. If we can prove to her that we know something about her past... Oh, but you have to do it without being creepy, huh? Sounds so bizarre, but the more I think about it, the more it starts to make sense. Is that what's going on here? Are Karuha and Nozomi alternate versions of the same person? The same, but different. Either way, I won't be able to put this issue to rest until I talk to her about it myself. Even after venting to Ato, the frustration I was feeling still wouldn't go away. I turned in for the day and gradually fell into a light, fitful sleep. Day 31.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 31st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend a night. Be ready to give your life.
Thank you. It's morning. Guess I'll go to the cafeteria as usual. I just hope everyone's a little less prickly today. Oh, they're not even showing up.
Huh?
Oh, it's just us today? Yeah, no sign of the second campus guys anywhere. Controller. Just so you know, none of us picked a fight with them or told them not to come here. They're just plain old no-shows. Fine by me. Who wants to deal with those jerks first thing in the morning? Everyone's turned so hostile lately! I'm loving it! We can't go on like this forever. We're going to have to talk things out with them eventually. You saw how things went yesterday, Mr. Atsuki. Does it really seem like they'll listen to our side of things? Doesn't mean we shouldn't try. The conversation was interrupted by the sound of the door opening as someone new came into the room. Oh, good morning. It's you, huh? What are you doing here?
Hey!
Gaku, be nice. She can use the cafeteria if she wants. Ooh, did you come to betray your friends and join our side? One of us! One of us! Is that it? Sorry to disappoint you, but no. There's something I want to discuss with you. Anything you want to say, Darmy? I hope she's not here to try to patch things up with us. I'm enjoying this tense atmosphere way too much! I wonder what Nozomi wants. What's the deal with those second campus guys? Guess we'd better hear what she has to say. What's Nozomi doing here? What does she want to talk about? Do we even need to reconcile with those ragtag misfits? There's nothing wrong with our two teams acting separately. I would like to make friends with the others, but there's really nothing I can do. I'm not buying this goody-goody act. She's just as bad as the rest of them. Fuck you, Shoma. What did you want to talk about, Nozomi? Are you finally going to tell us the whole story about that world death thing? Sorry, I'd like to, but Kurara and the others are dead set against it. I know they can be difficult sometimes, but they're still my friends. I can't just go against their decision behind their backs. What do you want then? I was thinking it might be a good idea to set different times for us to use the cafeteria, at least for a while. If our two groups stay separate, we can reduce the chances of things escalating like they did yesterday. Yeah, I guess there's something in that. It shouldn't be too hard to organize. Our group has a training routine we go through every morning. We're gonna keep that up here, so we don't need the cafeteria until later. Wow, you train this early? That's the kind of dedication I can only dream of. It's all for the good of humanity. We can't afford to lose this war. You sound like a... Yeah, that's what I was... You sound like a walk-in recruitment poster. It's a lot of big talk from someone who can't even use Hemoanima. I mean, Gaku! But he's right. There's always bound to be some friction when two groups with competing values come together. It's like when two video game companies merge. Sooner or later, one of their flagship series always ends up getting buried. I feel sorry for the fans. Oh, come the fuck on! At any rate, I think it's best if we keep our distance until we've all calmed down a little. That's all I wanted to say. I'll be going now. Wait a minute. While you're here, I wanted to ask you... Sorry, the others are waiting for me. So we brushed off my questions and left without even sparing a passing glance at me. That was fun, huh? It's like the management sent a liaison officer to tell us to get our butts in gear and start up the killing game! That chick really hates your guts, huh, Takumi? So she turned you down, so what? She may be cute and everything, but who wants to go out with someone who's always talking about saving humanity and stuff? Guys, don't be so insensitive. Takumi needs to be alone with his pain. I'm not sure that's the best approach either. Don't worry, you get used to being hated pretty quick. That's something I learned early on in life from my parents. I'm gonna switch the voice I'm doing with him, because, yeah. Don't worry, you get used to being hated pretty quick. I feel like that's more accurate to his voice.
Hey!
Sigh. The breakfast that day was as tasteless as the atmosphere. Sumi's doing all she can to avoid me. I'll never be able to talk to her at this rate. I shouldn't let this get me down. Not when there's so much else going on. Alright, what should I do today? I got plenty of free time to fill up. Alright. Metal Shop and Biolab have been unlocked. You can now develop traps and enhancements. Free time wisely on developing these tools. Okay. Extinguisher level has increased. You can now go to new areas when you explore. I was at level 1 the whole time. I guess it makes sense. This has never been brought up until now. Materials you can obtain while exploring are unique to each area. Okay. Huh. Okay, so it's more expansive than I thought. Okay, I probably want to... Yeah, they're just not going to want to hang out with us all. Alright, they're in the cafeteria or something. Tsubasa, Eiko, Darmi. Let's try out some of this other stuff, though. Biolab. So let's save. Potion. User fully recovers HP, heals status effects, heals fatigue. User's HP becomes 1. Interesting. Okay, so just get more uses of these potions. I don't hate it. And let's try the metal shop. Okay, metal fence, electrified fence. Eight spaces. Huh. Max use is 4, max use is only 1. It's a mine. Okay. I think I prefer the enhanced. I mean, I'd prefer to do something in the biolab. IMO. I think getting another attack raising potion would be good. Agility potions are good just because they heal fatigue. Let's develop this. Yeah, we got the... Does this take up time? Oh no, it doesn't take up time. Okay. In that case, I want to do it. What? I just take plants and cloth. I'm running a little low on plants. So I'll just do those two for now. Does the other one take up time? I don't think it does then. They acted like it did earlier. So I was confused. Okay, and these take up minerals and metal shit. Let's unlock this. This looks good. And we got the Tinkerer achievement. Develop a trap. Let's do a mine too, sure. Wonder if there's ever gonna be like potential to bring back more stuff from trips or whatnot. Strange room? Oh, it's this room. Yeah, I forgot about this room. No, look at anything in here. Okay. Everyone from the other academy goes to the gym in the morning to train. I can't just barge in and ask to talk to Nozomi alone. I mean, you could. Wouldn't work, but you could. Let's see. Who do we want to hang out with? I was hoping I could hang out with the new kids, but I guess they hate us. Guess we could try Ato. Let's talk to him. Ato, what are you doing here? I was analyzing the video from our defensive battle on the computer. I wanted to work out the behavioral patterns of each type of invader, and use that to inform our future battles. You really are a born researcher, huh? I never even considered analyzing this data. I'm not physically strong, so this is the only way I can make myself useful to everyone. Consider... It's, like, not true. You're, like, one of the best attackers, but okay. Video. Okay. Sure. Okay. Use more free time. Go to Takamaru. Who's in here? Gaku, Tsubasa. Let's do Takamaru. I think it's been a while since we've done anything with him. Oh man, this is a sweet ride. Hey Takumi, how about you let me paint this bus? Paint? You want to repaint the bus? Yeah, I mean, the invaders are gonna think we're pushovers in this lame thing. First impressions mean everything, and that goes for a man and his ride. Let's get some war paint on this thing and show them we're serious! War paint? What kind of look were you thinking of? Ain't it obvious? We will ride eternal, shiny, and gold! Witness us! I'm gonna paint a huge tiger on the side too! Let them know they're in the presence of wild animals! I fully and utterly rejected Takamaru's proposal. Vehicle. Endurance and mobility. Okay.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night. The day is almost over. Not all that tired, but there's nothing else I really want to do today. Guess I'll rest up so I can be nice and fresh tomorrow. I got changed and went to bed praying there won't be an attack during the night. There wasn't. You're chill. We still gotta do more free time, buddy.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 32nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
I love that the line changes every time. It's so funny.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the Be ready to give your...
Yep. Thank you. Morning already. I should go to the cafeteria. Although I doubt she'll be there today. Anyone outside? Please, let's chat. Kyoshika, darling, where are you? Where are you? Don't hide. Seriously, Confound it all! Is this Lady Carrara's doing? Her mischief truly knows no bounds. Hey Kyoshika, what's the matter? Somebody absconded with the holy Jumanji sword while I was in the bathroom. I let this slide the last time Lady Carrara pulled this trick, but this time I'm really going to make my displeasure known. Wouldn't it be easier to just take your sword into the bathroom with you? To take her with me? Surely you jest, Sir Takumi. Such a thing would be the height of impropriety. Besides, I'd be far too embarrassed to think she was watching me. Do my business. Oh, I see. I think. Oh, but I'm not supposed to be talking to you. Excuse me, I must be going. I love her. Alright. Everyone's in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? Okay. Just as I thought, it's just the original team from this school here today. Nozomi did say she tried to keep the two groups separate. It only figures that she's not here. So, not like I care or anything, but do those guys really train every morning? It's not like I care either, but yeah. I heard them going at it when I passed the gym earlier. I actually don't care. I'm not even being coy about it. That's some impressive work ethic, though. You guys are talking an awful lot about something you claim not to care about. Seeing other people working hard really makes you feel like garbage, huh? Or is that just me? Whatever, man. Training only gets you so far. In a real fight, it all comes down to guts. Shoma? Are you alright? Shoma? Huh? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. It's nothing. I didn't mean to space out like that. My head just kind of went blank for a moment. Maybe I've contracted a disease that makes my brain melt from lack of use. Either way, it's nothing serious. That sounds incredibly serious. It's melting again. Quick! Someone cut off his head! The revival magic will fix it when it puts them back together. Probably. Maybe. 50-50 chance. You can't solve all your problems with beheadings! But Mr. Ginzaki barely contributes anything useful, even when his brain's solid. I think we're safe to just keep ignoring him. Dude, that's so harsh. I can't say I 100% disagree, but still. It's true Shoma's always been on the quiet side, but this goes way beyond that. None of us were really sure what to do about Shoma. We ate fast and left him to work it out on his own. Once breakfast was over, we all went back to our rooms for a while. What now? We're still no closer to patching things up with the team from the other school. We can't let things continue as they are. But how can I get two such different groups of people to get along? Guess I'll just have to try whatever I can my own way. What's up? What's up, Shoma? Yep. You know, I checked on you. Let's go to the library. Well, with the library, I might as well read something. Oh, I haven't done this yet. Might as well read a book, though. Haven't done it yet. Let's read the gym book. Can I not leave this? Let's do the endurance book, I guess. I'll try reading this book today, Enhancing the Body Through Medicine. There are many types of performance-enhancing drugs. Steroids that increase muscle mass, stimulants that heighten the mind, blood-producing medicines that increase the number of red blood cells. Most sports ban the use of such substances. Engaging in competition while using such drugs goes against the principles of fair play. They're basically talking about doping, right? It may not be fair, but I get why people are tempted to do it, too. There are times where you have to do whatever it takes to win. Reading this book increased your endurance by 5. Okay. Reading the same book twice during reading study will be enough to finish the book completely, greatly increasing the corresponding grade. Once fully read, the effect of the book will decrease. Be sure to balance your reading with your other student activities and giving gifts. Okay, I meant to go to the fucking rec room and buy a gift. I'm stupid. I don't even know if I want to be reading books. Okay, so Eito... Let's see if I can find a gift for Eito. He likes... Here, can I check? Books. He likes books. I thought... thought it said videos. Am I crazy? Okay, maybe I'll do someone else then. Vehicle accessories. Can I hang out with Takamaru right now? No. Darmy. What does Darmy want? Art items. She's the one who likes art. Okay, she wants the splatter movies. That makes sense. Let's make that for her.
How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me?
Yes. Creativity went up by 20. Nice. Okay. I knew she'd like this, but just want to make sure. Linguistics 2. That's our first 2. Nice.
Hetty, so you never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then.
Good night. Another day gone. They've been going faster lately. Not that I'm complaining. I want to get to day 100 and get out of here as soon as I can. When I get home, I'll be able to clear up the Karuo and Nozomi thing once and for all. Right? Anyway, I'm going to bed. I'm starting to think it's not just, like, alternate reality, like Ato said. Even though it's been presented to me now.
Hey, Taki?
Okay.
What's up?
Did you get any chocolate today?
Huh? Chocolate?
You know, it is Valentine's Day after all.
Oh, that's today? It totally slipped my mind. Anyway, I don't think I got any. How about you? Did you give anyone some?
No, of course not. It's against the rules to bring your own snacks to school.
Then why'd you ask?
Bro.
Sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking.
Bro is fumbling the bag. It's not such a rare thing for boys and girls to be friends when they're little. But as they get older, they tend to start noticing the differences between each other more and more and end up drifting apart. That's not how it was with me and Karuo. We remained close all through elementary school and junior high. Of course, that doesn't mean our relationship didn't change a little. I used to think of her as just one of the family, but after puberty hit, yeah, I was aware of the differences between us, alright. Even then, there was one thing that didn't change. Karuo and I were always together.
So, I tried making Valentine's chocolate myself this year. I worked up my courage and handed it over before I went to school.
Huh?
She accepted it, but I don't know if she'll actually try any. She left the box on the kitchen table when she left for work, too.
Oh! It was for your mom. Eh, that's pretty cool, though. Going through all the trouble of making it from scratch to show her how much you care.
He had a panic attack for like 5 seconds because he thought his girl was a lesbo. Man.
Well, technically, it wasn't just for her. Here.
For me?
No shit, Sherlock.
We might not be allowed to do it at school, but we're on our way home now, so...
Thanks.
I worked hard on it, you know? You'd better take the time to really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. I have to get you something nice in return.
No, that's okay. If you want to give me something, promise me you'll show me the stars someday.
What is this, me, right, Nikki?
Preferably through an astronomical telescope.
An astro what?
It's an instrument you use to see things that are far away. I read about it in one of those old books in the library. I'd love to use one to look up at the night sky one day. That'd be so cool.
Stars? Here, in the complex? You know that's impossible.
I can dream, can I? Honestly, Taki, you've got no imagination.
Shut up.
Oh, day 33.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 33rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the be ready to give your...
Yep. Alright. It's no surprise I dream about Karuo again, the way she's been on my mind so much lately. It really brings home how alike she and Nozomi are, though. No, alike isn't the word for it. They're exactly the same. That parallel universe theory is starting to look more and more attractive. But if Nozomi is an alternate version of Karawa, what's she doing here? Is it just coincidence that I happen to know the other her? Nope. Thinking about this isn't going to get me anywhere. I should head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. Oh, hi, Tsubasa. Anyone else? Nope. Let's go talk to Tsubasa. She's my puke queen. I'll never let her go. Where's she at? In front of her. Run. Yep. Morning, Takumi. Looks like we made it through another day without an attack, huh? Still, not knowing when the enemy will attack next is pretty stressful in its own way. Sometimes I feel so nervous I could just... Try not to overthink it. Whenever the next attack comes, we'll deal with it. Just like we always have. I hope so. Alright. Oh, everyone's here. Huh? Whoa, what are they doing here? Pop those eyes back in your head, peasant. You look like a middle-aged hotel manager who's just been caught peeping on his guest. Sir Takumi, surely you'd never do such a thing. That creaking in the walls last night, was that you? I know not what you think you saw, but I assure you you're mistaken. I was simply messing around with my sword and, well, perhaps I got carried away. Ooh, I'm actually curious now. For the record, we're not here to patch things up with you guys. We're just answering the call. What does that mean? I asked them to come. There's something I want you to hear. All of you. What's so important that we all need to be here? Shoma was acting strangely yesterday. He tried to brush it off, but I pressed him on it. And he finally told me what was bothering him. Shoma had another dream. One had unearthed a repressed memory. Another one? Ooh-wee. Also, Kyoshika, you freak. Anything to say, Darby? Another dream memory? What was the first one again? I forgot about it already. Okay. What's up with Shoma this time? Alright. Is it true, Shoma? Did you remember something? Oh, well, I thought we agreed Mr. Gonzaki's dreams were nothing to worry about. He even said so himself. Well, it was easy enough to dismiss the first time as a fluke. But now it's happened again. Shoma has more to say. He wants everyone to hear it so we're all on equal ground and won't fight about it later. That's his excuse for wasting our time? I wonder if Shoma's in on it with Eito. If Eito actually ate the food of the barbecue, knocked himself out, he couldn't have burned down the food in the fridge. If he truly did that. Which makes me think he has an accomplice and that Shoma could have done it. And maybe he's using Shoma as a way to, like, drop lore on people? I don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't want it to feel like I'm keeping this from anyone. Keeping secrets always leads to conflict sooner or later. And I hate conflict more than I hate eating 3 square meals a day. Yeah, I can tell. Isn't 3 square meals a day meant to be a good thing, though? So was your dream from before actually not a dream? It really did happen? Usually, when you wake up from a dream, you can tell right away that it was a dream. Memories aren't like that. I mean, both are images in our minds, but there's a clear difference between the two. I'm sure you can all tell the difference between dreams and memories, and I can too. That's why I can say with certainty that this was a memory. You guys mind filling us in on the lore here? Just shut up and listen, we don't get it either. What have you remembered so far, Shoma? Maybe we should go over that again. Last time you said you were hooked up to some freaking machine in a weird hospital. What was it called again? Kamakura? Huh? Lady Nozomi, is something the matter? Oh, it's nothing. And those machines are the ones as are same as the ones we got here, right? The ones we can't get working. Yes, I think that covers everything from my last memory. We still haven't figured out what those machines are for, or why they were at both the hospital and here at the school. Did you remember something that could help with that? Yes, I think what I remembered this time might explain a lot of it. This time, I remembered why I was put in those machines at Kamakura General Hospital.
It was some kind of experiment. The hospital was conducting research into something, and I was a research subject.
What is it they were researching?
And that part's still a little fuzzy. I don't think I can remember it just yet. But I remember somebody in a white coat looking at me from outside the machine. And they said something. Something about my blood.
Your blood?
I couldn't hear very well because of the glass in the way. But it sounded like they said there was something special about my blood.
Special blood? You think it got something to do with hemoanima? Hemoanima comes from the infusers. Our blood's just a medium it uses to manifest. It shouldn't matter whether someone's blood is special or not, should it? So, your blood's different from regular people's, Shoma? Have you got a crazy high midichlorian count or something? I don't know about that, but it seems like it's different anyway. How can you not know? It's your own body we're talking about. Like I said, the memory's still a little fuzzy, and I was barely awake at the time anyway. There was one other thing, right, Shoma? Yes, I did remember something else.
The hospital had more than one of those machines. I wasn't the only one who'd been put in one. It was all of you, too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Hold on. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop. No Nozomi, right? Or is that her? No, that's not her. That's Keko. No Nozomi.
What?
You were all on those machines at Kamakura General Hospital. Just like me.
We must have all been research subjects for the same experiment. We all have the same special kind of blood.
Dude, what are you talking about? Us? In those machines? That includes our group too? Yes, it wasn't clear enough for me to see all the machines, but I'm pretty sure everyone who's here now was also there. Except Nozomi. You're crazy, man! First time I saw you and any of you was when I woke up here in the academy. You're saying we all met before and forgot about it? In my memory, you all had your eyes closed. I think you were unconscious. I was just barely awake, though. Maybe that's why I was able to remember it. But there's no doubt in my mind that all of this is true. We were all put into those machines at the hospital. We were all part of an experiment there sometime before we came to this school. But I've never even heard of Kamakura General Hospital. How could I have checked into it? Same here. I never go to the hospital. I don't have money to spare on medical bills. And my robust health is second only to my dedication to my dear sister. You didn't have to bring me into this. See? It just don't add up. We couldn't have been there. Wait. What if it was after the invaders attacked the complex? when our powers first awakened. As soon as I defeated the enemy in my neighborhood, I started to feel dizzy. Before I knew it, I'd blacked out. I'm guessing the same thing happened to all of you? When I came to, I was at the academy, with no idea how I got here. Naturally, I'd assume we were brought here immediately after we passed out. But what if that's not the case? We may have spent weeks or even months in that hospital first, and the gap in our memory would mean we'd be none the wiser. Hey, yeah! That kind of twist that happens in killing games all the time! It's possible, though, don't you think? If we accept Shoma's memories as true, then it's the only explanation. So then, what did they do to us while we were there? Some kind of research, right? Special blood. Maybe it is related to hemoanima after all. I think so, too. That's the only thing we all have in common, and... Oh my god, enough already! Kurara's shrill voice shattered the contemplative mood that had settled over us. You interrupted our training for Dis? To hear this piece of trash talk about his ridiculous fantasies? Who the hell cares about any of that? But this could be an important clue. We might be able to find out more about hemoanima. But Shoma didn't remember any important details. If we can't use this information, what's the point in worrying about it? Why are you even lending his ravings any credence in the first place? It's obviously nothing but a bunch of lame-brained hogwash. Consider this. Would understanding hemoanima better give us any practical advantage against the invaders? We understand it well enough to use it. Should we not just concentrate on defending the school? This is not the time to get sidetracked and waste our energy on unimportant details. Unimportant? We're never going to learn the whole truth of what's going on here. We've made our peace with that. Now that we've been given this mission, we have no choice but to do it. There's no other option. So how about you all shut up and start pulling your weight like the rest of us? Nico didn't tell us everything, but he did at least explain why he couldn't. A lot of the details about the war are just too important. If he told us and they were somehow leaked to the enemy, it would ruin everything. Even if being kept in the dark is frustrating, we've accepted that it's for the greater good. We've decided to give our all to win this war and worry about the details later. In other words, we have the capacity to show perspective and determination. Are these completely alien concepts to you maggots? I mean, look at you! Coming up with weird stories and theories about stuff that does not matter! You've been given a mission, why can't you just do it? Well, you little cockroach, I'm talking to you. Huh? First you refuse to fight, then you muddy matters further with this nonsense. I'm getting tired of it. Just looking at you makes me want to vomit. I'm sorry. I never meant to cause all this trouble. You're probably right. It's all just a fantasy. My brain's always been about as powerful as pond scum. And now it's finally breaking down and making me lose touch with reality. My sincerest apologies for all the trouble I've caused. I won't do it again. I won't say another word. I'll just spend the rest of the 100 days in the corner, standing out as little as possible. I'll start right now. Shoma began backing away, but Kurara stepped in to block his path. That self-deprecating act isn't going to cut it this time. You need to be made an example of. What are you talking about, Kurara? Don't try to stop me, Nozomi. This bug needs squishing, and I'm the one who's going to do it. This so-called defense unit is full of wishy-washy, work-shy nitwits, and he's the worst out of all of them. His very existence is an insult to everything we stand for. I've had enough of it! What's happened to her? Kurara's always been mean, but she's totally blowing her stack now. If you really want to make up for what you've done, you should just disappear. But And I don't mean hiding away in your room either. I want you out of this academy. Do you understand? I don't care where you go, but I don't want you here. Well, the thing about that is... Zip it! No excuses, just go! Leave, move out, mosey, shuffle off, scram, depart, disappear, get out! Get out, 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 get out! Hey, leave him alone, you... Gaku stepped in and grabbed Kurara's shoulder in an attempt to hold her back. None of us were prepared for what happened next.
Get your filthy hands off me!
Whoa, that was awesome! Combo! Such magnificent boxing technique. Nothing can withstand those fists of fury. She can box? And Osazuki receives education in everything we need to enforce our will in society. Political, financial, physical. We can handle any conflict and come out on top. I'm a member of the upper echelons for a reason, P-Brain. My family has sculpted me into an absolute frickin' paragon of refinement and excellence. And if any upstart peasants dare to defile my personal space, there will be consequences. Damn it, you'll get yours when the revolution comes. Sorry, man, I wish I could help. But you know how it is. I don't hit girls, no matter how much they deserve it. Stop it, Kurara, please, that's enough. So, I'm guessing you didn't have anything else to tell us. Maybe we should get going. Yeah, maybe you should. What a vexing way to start the morning. Let us return to our training, friends. Come, Lady Kurara. My wrath must be appeased. It's not that I don't appreciate you trying, but I think it's best that we drop this for now. I'll try to convince them, but it's going to take time. Anyway, I'm sorry that it came to this. I really am. Nozomi gave us an apologetic glance and went to join her friends. Even after the team from the second campus had left, none of us could settle down. If anything, we only got more heated. I'm so sorry, Shoma. I never thought it would blow up like this. No, it's my fault. The other team already doesn't like us, and now I've made it worse by annoying them with my nonsensical stories. I'm so useless, so stupid, so lacking in any kind of social awareness. You'd all have been better off if I'd never been born. Well said! Brother Dearest, don't agree with him. That tomato lady really went ham on you, huh? She made you look like gutter trash! She hit me. That psycho actually hit me! Even my dad doesn't hit me. I mean, how could he? I've never met the guy. Is that a good thing? Those guys are really pissing me off now. Ain't no way we're ever gonna make things work with them. The way I see it, there's only way to resolve our differences. Starts with a K, ends with an Ellen game, and is totally still a genre with untapped potential. Darumi, just give it a rest, okay? I'm sorry. If I was better at handling human relationships, this never would have happened. The mood here just keeps getting worse and worse. Gloom descended on the cafeteria. We gradually filed out and made our way back to our rooms, our hearts heavier than they had been in a long time. I'm exhausted already. But there's still plenty of the day left. I should try to make the most of it. The invaders might attack at any time. I've got to be ready for when they do. Alright. Just a plot episode. Only an hour and a half, but I'm cutting it short. I got to start late, I have to end early. It's just how it be. So, see you next time. Poor Shoma, man. Can't believe I ignored him earlier in the episode. How heartless am I, you know? Alright. Friday. I'll be streaming.